히트 시즌2.
Crabs. Oh, there we are. Hello, guys. Oh, well, now it's the solo cast. Sorry, Wolf. We're both going to have to talk into the same mic. Okay, we're at 1-1 right now. And Dark to go down the Hero Classic did take out Biel with a very cheesy cheese. It was super cheesy. The sharpest kind of cheddar you can find. A Dark Shrine right next to his base on King Saedum Station. Wolf's mic still doesn't work. We're trying to get this fixed eventually, but for now I'll just have to solo cast this one. And we are going to jump into soO versus Hush. Now this is kind of an, oh, now we're back on camera and his, oh, does it work? No, it still doesn't work. Okay. He's trying to get it fixed. It's okay. soO's at 9-3 right now. He's actually doing quite well. We just don't see him all the time. SKT's got a really deep lineup, and Hush is at 0-7. So soO definitely the favorite coming into this one. Hush still looking for his first win, and it reflects itself here in the predictions. 7-0 for soO. But yeah, I mean there must be a reason too why we don't see soO all the time, right? If he's not doing super well in the practice house, maybe they don't want to put him out every single time. But we are going to see him tonight up against Hush on New Gettysburg right now. Down here in the bottom left, in the orange, it is soO. And down in the bottom right, in the yellow, it is Hush. So, Hush is going out with a pylon here. Wolf still trying to get his mic fixed. Yep,
okay,
oh, there
we
it is.
go. There
Okay.
we go. All right, we did it. All right, we're good. All right, so that was, I guess that's what it's like to be a silenced player on Battle.net. Except I wasn't going to say bad things. I was only going to say nice things about these two players. I don't even know what you said already, so I hope I don't repeat anything, because I mean, I could hear you, but I was running around with my hands and stuff trying to fix the mic issue, but...
you could, yeah, it's
it's
fine.
Interesting already.
soO is just a crazy guy, man. He's just like, he I don't know.
I was going to say soO is the clear favorite, but already today we've had some crazy upsets in matches like these, and this could be another one. This could be the match that Hush wins when no one expects him to, just based on how tonight is going. I almost want to change my prediction to him at this point, so... Anyway, we're...
Not sure if that would be a good idea, but go ahead. Maybe I can catch up in the predictions.
I mean, I'm not going to, and it's already too late. It'd be unfair to do so now, but... this is pretty wonky. He's trying to figure out where the base is, and it has a faster rally on the long rush distance by ground with this base, but if you just take the bridge, which Zergs can do, especially because even a pylon wall won't stop you in most cases, I don't know about this this build. It's not a gold base either.
It's just a hidden base, and it's making Hush like freak out a little bit. He knows it's a hidden base. Like, he went in and scouted the main. He's like, okay, it's not like a super early pool. It's not anything crazy. Now he scouts it, and he's like, okay, I don't know why you did that.
So this is interesting. He scouts it, so he knows what's up. I can only imagine, well, if I wanted to imagine this was a roach push that would come from this base with speed, then I would just imagine that he would just do it as natural because the bridge would stop him. What's he going to do, like make a wall with a pylon, the roaches just kill it?
This is like the same distance anyway. Like if he took the one on the other side, closer to the Protoss, then I'm like, you know, interesting.
If the Protoss had like a wall with like 8 cannons on the other side of the bridge, then I'd be like, okay, this is better. But he already lost the game because he made 8 cannons on the other side of the bridge. So, I don't know, man. I guess it's just like a. If I take this and secure it, then I lose it later, I could take an easier third. We don't really know how late game ZVP works on this map, or even like mid to late, because we just don't go there. So let's just wait and see. I mean, I'm being critical, perhaps unfoundedly. Like I'm being overly critical, perhaps, of this build, which will work out just fine in the early game right now. And we're going to see yet again disruptor drops. This is a better disruptor drop build.
Yeah, and it's a good map to do it on as well. Frozen Temple's interesting.
Invader was the name of the map I was trying to think of that we saw Hush do the disruptor drop on. So he's already done this in a PvZ in Star League. But we're going into a very similarly structured map.
Yeah, that we are. And we got some people over here trying to look at my monitor, do stuff. Not sure what's happening. We'll just try to ignore them. And yeah, I mean, the third base is interesting. I think what you're saying about, like, you're going to probably eventually take that one, I guess. But generally, you would expand north, right? You would go 1, 2, 3, 4 right in a row. And then the fifth one would be in the north, too. You want to be as far away from the Protoss as possible.
Yeah, this is interesting. We're going to see an island taken here by Hush as well.
And
he's going to make a ton
what
of
is
gateways.
going on? I mean,
he's like not even going to take an island. I'm like,
what is he going to hide something over here? Why did he make the robotics bay?
Hold on, give me a second. I think I can figure this out.
Okay,
this is like a.
Let's try to calculate this.
A Pro League riddle. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, what is he doing here? Is that another gateway?
Seriously,
no, it's
what
an
is
extra
he doing?
pylon.
Is this like the new thing? You hide your pylons on the island? Hush, he's like lost too many games in a row. He's actually gone mad. He's just gone insane.
It's a blink. I mean, it's not even a blink build. It's just a stalker build.
You can't support. What? How many gateways does he have? He's gonna have 9.
You can get 2 warp-ins with it.
Oh no, he's gonna have 8. Oh, I thought he was making more than 8. I'm like, what? You can't do that.
Well, he's gonna have like 2 good warp-ins. He can get off these gateways very quickly. But then after that, you're right. He can't even support 8 really with his 39 probes. So that's why this is a timing. But I don't understand the robotics bay. Like,
or the pylons.
I can't even really. I'm like a bit of a loss for words here, guys. This looks like a plan that went wrong, but I can't really tell what the original plan was supposed to be.
It's like he changed his mind midway or something. I think that must have been what happened. I mean, I suppose now he can follow up with the disruptors, but he could have made the gateways earlier in the bay.
It's like he couldn't make up his mind, and so now he's like, oh, well, I made a bunch of stalkers, watch out! And he's like, no, I want to take a third base, and I'm going to have disruptors.
He's like doing the build all disjointed, like all the buildings at the wrong time, you know? Like, he could have gone disruptor drop into Nexus and not make all the gateways, and then make the gateways later when you can support it off of 3 bases, you know? Instead, it was kind of like he got the bay, and then he didn't make disruptors. He just made the warp prism, and then he just made all the gates and tried an attack that was obviously going to fail, and then he made a disruptor and then the Nexus.
It's like he was trying to make a cake. He just like poured flour into the cake pan to put it in the oven. Then after he took it out of the oven, he tried to put icing on it. I'm like, yeah, you're not doing this. This is. I see the pieces of the puzzle. I see the ingredients, but this is not the recipe. Okay.
Puts the icing on the bottom. Well, that was a decent hit.
Yeah, I mean, the more hits he gets, obviously, the more value this.
He's like, this is my lucky build. I have to do it in this order so that I get more hits.
I mean, these pylons are going to allow him to deter Mutalisk pretty hard because they have to funnel through that air blocker, which we've talked about a few times. There's the recall of the probes. He's like, it's secret. I'm like, the Overseer already saw it. He tried to hide it, but it's already known. Well, soO has a Spire. I don't know if he should really commit to attacking this base specifically with all the pylons that are there. There's already a Forge. Looks like he killed a Queen with that shot and a few drones. 3 more drones.
Yeah,
if he wins in this game, guys, I mean, Hey, what did I say before? I was like, I don't know. I have this feeling that Hush might win this game because we're seeing games that we've never seen before tonight. We're seeing wins that should never have happened. We're living in an alternate universe, an alternate meta that was only happening tonight here on the final day of round 3 and our 3-day, the only time we've ever had a 3-day pro league.
Yeah, and because Hush did that weird build, soO is like super far ahead. He had, a supply lead before. Of course, he did make a lot of roses, but he was saving up a huge bank. Now he's got 10 mutas on the way.
The mutas will shut this disruptor down pretty hard, both of them, in fact. He's being hesitant with this. He should realize the mutalists are on the way, right? I mean, what else does a Zerg make in this case unless he's going Nidus? There's a changeling, by the way, in both of his bases, scouting everything he's doing. Okay, well, everyone gets hype. Like, can he kill the creep tumor? No, he missed it. Bad luck. Oh.
Sucks.
Ouch. Okay, well, the Mothership Core and 3 Stalkers here.
Yeah, I mean, the mutas are not going to be able to kill that base, but...
They're not going to go there. They're going to look for something else. Because the Mothership Core is here, he can't overcharge all the way.
To defend your other 2 bases and also defend the attack at the front because the Mothership Core is at the island.
He has a lot of Blink Stalkers. They have Blink right, okay, I was pretty sure. He's going to get the double Stargate. soO is like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm going to drop some Biles here and, like, get a Hydra Den? I don't know. Those Force Fields, actually, if they were a little bit better, could have done some serious damage to this army. He's going to kill the Cyber Core. That's a good start. I should just remake that, because that's...
Yeah, you just got to start it, like... We've had this happen a lot, actually.
Yeah, just a few days ago, or maybe
people
even
just
yesterday.
like, okay, there he goes. He's starting another one. Smart guy, Hush. That's why he's the practice bonus.
soO's like, I'm not even going to kill it, and he wasted the money. Well, there's, a lot of Stalkers here with Force Fields, so he can't actually overwhelm this.
Yeah, soO does this sometimes where he's like, I think I can kill him, and he just like 1As in. I'm like, that's not the way this works, man. Like, you gotta be 100% sure. There's a lot of Stalkers at this base, actually.
He can recall them away later, and I actually kind of like this, so he can keep the Mothership Core alive. He has to be Johnny on the spot with the Force Fields, though, to hold this space. And soO could just take the whole map. He's already taking a 5th base, and he's going to take more than that. I don't know if Hush will ever be able to take a 4th base this game, unless he takes like the other island secretly. Okay, soO is really trying to throw this game right now. There's the recall that I was talking about with the rest of the Stalkers. soO is just attacking into this for no reason. There's no benefit whatsoever to this.
I mean, this is what I was talking about. Sometimes he just like goes in, he's like, no, I think I can kill him. And then he just doesn't. And this is a lot of Blink Stalkers. They're going to have 2, +2 attacks soon.
It's like Hush
Instead of saying 2-2, I just said 2. I'm like, they're going to have 2. So he's got to be aware of that soon.
Yeah. It still kind of bothers me that the upgrades have one next to them. I'm like, well, you can't have 2 +2 upgrades on at the same time, but the technology just isn't there yet to remove that number.
Yeah.
Well, I mean...
They can make Overwatch, but they...
Okay, well, let's see how this attack goes. There are no Lurkers yet. The Mutalisks are going to fight the Phoenixes and the Stalkers together. There's no Biles on the Phoenixes for whatever reason, and the Stalkers have Blink, so...
Still a lot of units here for soO, and he is remaking a bunch. A lot of these Stalkers getting pretty low. It's actually a closer fight than I expected.
And Biles going off here. He doesn't actually have +2 throughout the entirety of this fight.
Anti-timing. Someone get Artosis in here.
The Biles were too good. And, I mean, I'm at a loss for words for this game.
Definitely one of the strangest games of round 3 so far.
He has some overcharges. soO has the 5th base, and he's about to have Hydras and Lurkers. The Lurker Den is complete.
Some lifts going down here.
Nice dodges, actually. And you might even be able to grab a second one. It's kind of risky to just get one Ravager. You might lose all your Phoenixes. Well, now, as funny as it is, I think it's time to start making Disruptors again to deal with these Hydras. Oh, yeah, right. I thought you were going to take a 4th base? You're living in a different reality than me.
Not going to happen. Not yet, at least. He's making more sentries. Not going to be too useful against the Lurkers.
No. soO didn't get Hydra range. Not really going to matter that much. If soO really messes up this fight, Hush could win the fight. I mean, there's just no way. There's just no way. Like, if he 1-8 through that choke point, I'm like, man, he really just does 1-8, like you said. But he's going to carefully move forward here. Hush has his back against the wall. He does restart the disruptors, as I was talking about. He's going to catch some roaches here. But even if soO can't win the game now, Hush is going to run out of money because he can't take another base. Okay, he finally is able to take this base. soO can punish this.
Yeah, let's see if it stays alive. He's attempted to take it. soO's making a 6th base. He has 74 drones. He had a lot more before he made a bunch of spine crawlers.
Where are those spine crawlers, by the way? Where is he making those? Just to defend adept drops, I guess? Maybe at like his main?
At his 5th.
Okay. Any disruptor hit going on?
And in his main. So there you go.
I mean, if soO makes mistakes, this is still a winnable game for Hush. But soO's like, oh wait, I just realized you killed my Overlord, and I don't have a 4th base. Or excuse me, and I won't let you have his 4th base.
Gets that canceled.
Oh, damn, those were some good shots. Barely missed the lurkers too. He could have gotten 2 more lurkers with that.
Well, he's gonna have more where that came from
This is
in a
so
bit.
funny. The lurkers can shoot over this. They're like breaking the laws of physics here.
Their spines go through the air.
I don't think you can hit. I mean, obviously the spines just can't even animate over the air, but there's no way a ground unit can be there. This time he gets both lurkers.
Oh, those poor lurkers. They like throw up their hands when they die.
Put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up.
Yeah, that's a real song in Korea. You guys can look it up. I think the name is Put Your Hands Up. I'm not 100% sure.
It used to be Tase's ringtone.
Really? What?
Yeah. And it says, at the end, I think it says, put your hands up if you're really not fake. Something like that. I remember because it was on his old flip phone.
That's pretty funny.
Oh,
like,
no,
disruptor.
He's like, I can't believe this song exists on ringtones. But +3 is about to be done here. If he just attacks into this choke point.
I mean, this is why Protosses can get away with taking the island, because it's like Dust Towers. It's so hard to get up this ramp, except this ramp is even smaller than Dust Towers, I believe.
The other thing about this, though, is if soO just keeps trading forever, Hush eventually runs out of money. He's already out of gas.
Yeah.
Finally, the Warp Prism comes up, but that's why we had those spines earlier. So if a Warp Prism harass starts to happen with probably Zealots, because he doesn't have enough money to make anything else. Look at this. Hope he doesn't accidentally disrupt her anywhere near those mineral patches, or I hope he doesn't. Those probes don't come anywhere near that lurker barb that's like right near them. He's denied gas mining. That's why he can't. That's why he can't make anything. Stalkers, if he had an observer, can hit that lurker. By the way, I have to say it's a pretty sloppy game by both players. He could easily deny that lurker with an observer and stalkers.
Oh, chipping away at these units.
soO is finally taking the first step towards Broodlords in this game. An infestation pit is nearly done, as Hush just concedes the point to 1 lurker, both of his gases. He's not even mining from all of his probes.
He wants the other island. Oh, man.
The second the Overlord Scout says 5 Droverlords. I want to say this one more time. He's not even mining from all 6 probes on gas at the island. He has no gas left.
Yeah, a bit of an oversight. Seen it before. And, yeah, I mean, Huck, not Huck. Hush is like
No, Huck would
here.
play better than this.
Yeah, perhaps.
This is, I mean, I don't want to be mean, I don't want to be critical, and Hush is actually a really good player and considered to be the brains for CJ, but both of these players are playing like they're playing, I don't know, just not this. They don't normally play like this. Like, mistakes
soO,
like this are just uncharacteristic for even soO. Like,
yeah, I mean, soO's just playing it super slow. He's just sitting back. He's like, I'm just never going to attack. I'm going to get Broodlords. I'm going to take every base on the map that I need. Now he's really just taking every base on the map. He's like, okay, well, I might as well.
he's like, which bases haven't been taken?
Yeah, do it, soO.
Wait, he's probably got a drone heading. I thought they're not going to show the silhouette. I bet there's a silhouette to the base that's right to the left of his army. Can you check that for me? He's not. He's not taking that one. Good disruptor hits going off here. Ooh, don't want to blink into him though. All right, can he hit the timing before the Broodlords are ready with this army? as he fights into a concave of Lurkers, Hydras, and Ravagers here. Changeling's going down.
Look at that surround with the Lurkers. They're almost too spread out.
Okay.
The Changeling army.
So Hush loses too much of his army to make the timing attack work. Well, I don't even want to call it a timing attack. The attack before Broodlords work. Changeling's like slowing this down. He doesn't have enough gas to replace his army or even afford a Nexus. Hydra is going to kill all his probes here. It doesn't really matter because they weren't pulling mining from gas anyways, but...
I saw that base.
The Ultralisk Cavern and the Greater Spire are on the way.
The Broodlord Cavern.
Where's the Defiler Mound? Like, you should be able to make that with how much money he's made. He should be able to make a unit that's not even from this expansion.
What if soO lost from here?
No way.
And like all the disruptors just kill everything. Yeah, I don't think there's any way. The Changelings make this army look bigger.
Yeah, it's not
GG. There we go. soO taking out Hush in a drawn out game there. That was game number 3.
That game was pretty dirty, man. soO could have teched a lot faster, but what he did, very similar to what Armani did earlier tonight, was the safest choice versus a player like that. Hush made a few big mistakes. Like, he wasn't mining from all of his probes and gas. He allowed one Lurker to kill 2 assimilators and deny a third of his gas mining. When he had ample Stalkers and an Observer to deny that Lurker, he still didn't, or even try to, until it was way too late. He made Disruptors work pretty well. He defended soO's attacks very well. Like, his defense was solid. Many other pro houses might have actually died to soO's attack, but you can't defend forever. And when he finally moved out, he took such a bad engage that he didn't have the resources to replenish his army. And if he didn't move out, Broodlords would have killed him anyways. So it's a long, drawn-out game there. But we're going into Innovation versus Bunny. Bunny could take a huge upset here. We might go to a third ace match.
Could happen. There's a possibility. Innovation is a fantastic Terran, though. He's great in the matchup as well. Bunny has got a Titan ahead of him. It's not going to be easy.
Here we are, back on camera,
Here
guys.
he is, too. There was another guy there on camera.
He came in briefly. He's out.
Yeah.
Peace! He's like, that's it. I'm done with Pro League after that game. He's going all the way.
Yeah, he's like,
There he goes.
going outside.
He's going outside, man. He's like, that's it. He's like, I've seen enough. He actually was planning on flying to China to watch the round 3 finals, and he's like, I'm going. He's like on the phone right now. He like picked this phone. He's like calling. He's like, I gotta cancel my tickets.
Yeah,
I'm not going.
Not going to China.
Oh
boy.
He's like, CJ secured their spot to go to they could go to China. He's like, I don't know. I'm like just trying to make this more fun than it was, because that was a pretty weird game, and that
was a slow one.
Yeah.
Took a while to get that one done, but the next one should be a bit more fun. TVT. Have we had a TVT today? We must have, right? Doesn't feel like we have.
No, we didn't. I don't think so.
Lots of PVT.
Yeah, no
PVZ
TVTs.
too. We had a bunch of PVZs. But
And a ZVZ.
yeah.
Actually, 2 ZVZs. Right?